guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Yes, it's your boy Taki. So for me, I just ask myself a question here, like, why is like whenever I'm treating myself, the first thing I'm always saying is yes, it's your boy, yes, it's your boy, yes, it's your boy. Can't it be no, it's your boy? I think it's just impulse. For some persons here, there's a way they want to be introduced, and they have it that way. If, as a matter of fact, somebody was the first person to actually come out to say, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then almost all creators now use, "Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys." Can't we change it to something different, like? And when it's all content creators, you guys should come forward. Can't we change it something different, like uh, my people, or something, or wagwani? Actually, I think just reminds me of Paul Way. Does the wagwani? Anyways, guys, that is your boy Daki. This is welcome guys to Coast to Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music, and that is across the country. Straight up today, we'll begin with ODG. If you know, you know. Talking about Odogu, Burna Boy, amazing guy, doing good for himself. Obviously, they recently crowned best male dressed for the Met Gala. Burna Boy won that one. According to Big GQ, it was named the best dressed for the male category for the night. If in case you're wondering what did he wear, it was what Burna Boy wore. We saw where he had accessories and obviously got a flowing gown. And then, in all of this dressing here, one thing is spectacular, the fact that for some persons here who pay attention to details, you want to actually ask questions like, if you dress this expensive and this cool and this gadgeted and all of that, how would you smell? That's like top notch. So for me, I want to actually see how it smells because it's going to be like bumper on that. And then moving on, so like I said, it was crowned the best dressed male at the 2023 Met Gala by GQ. Apparently, just Burna Boy and Thames were invited for that one. For Met Gala, for those who don't know, it's actually one of the biggest, not one, this is actually the biggest fashion event that will be held anywhere in the world. The biggest, where everybody that is somebody were invited as to come and showcase their fashion to the world, and it's actually a team. So it's every year comes a different team where they're supposed to dress like somebody, and all of that. Sorry, are now coming out to show what art is, and obviously Lil Nas came out almost naked, and it was named the worst dressed for the night. Thank God that they come to Nigerian folks. But anyways, good job for these guys. But funny how Nas was the worst dressed, but then it wasn't a conversation. So obviously the team decided to do that and they achieved what they wanted to achieve because people are talking about NASA at the moment. At the point, it was trending because obviously the was stressed and he got the push he wanted regardless of our conversation. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy surpassing 900 million career streams on Boomplay. As a matter of fact, Burna Boy became, he extends his record as the most streamed artist on that platform. Boomplay, Burna Boy owns Boomplay. He's the owner of Boomplay. He has pocketed Boomplay such a way that it's just 100 million shy of 1 billion. Burna Boy, take it easy on. Amazing guy doing good for himself. For the Billboard World Album Chart, we saw Burna Boy number 10, Love Damini retained number 10 from last week, and obviously it have spent 43 weeks on the chart. Moving on, Burna Boy last have surpassed 250 million streams on Spotify. Amazing one for him, and amazing record, amazing numbers, all for Burna Boy. After the Met Gala thingy, we saw Thames actually linking up with Serena Williams, and amazing. It's just funny how this Afrobeat flowing and all of that. Serena Williams actually the snap pictures, had conversations, and all of that. While Thames was doing that, Burna Boy at the after party was digging it down with Diddy, arguably one of the richest folks to ever hold the mic singing. Diddy is that guy, one of the richest actually. We saw Burna Boy and Diddy doing the whole children thingy dancing, and you actually think these folks are kids. You really think they are kids, but trust me, it's just greatness recognizing greatness. So just two reals know that this guy is real. I'm real. Let's fight together. I we saw Diddy coming out all out to show. Initially, before now, you will see these white folks, and whenever they want to relate with Africans or Nigerians, as it were, it's always like a thing of class, like barricades, where you could just tell that no, the class is there. But then, as we speak at the moment, almost could not tell the difference because you could see Diddy even vibing more than Burna Boy. You actually want to ask yourself a question like, why is Burna Boy even forming for Diddy? Because it was looking like Burna Boy really was the bigger guy there because obviously they're dancing to kilometer, so you could hear the kilo me, kilo me, and Burna was doing the kilo thingy, and obviously PDD vibe very very hard to that one. Obviously, is where we say Afrobeats to the world. Moving on from this one, we have Odumodu Black, the guy going in the line of Burna Boy, and obviously it is working out for Odumodu perfectly. We saw where he dropped Declan Rice, amazing one. Wizkid posted that one, and obviously it went bonkers. And at the same time, Declan Rice, the footballer, also did a repost to that one. And I think there was an interview with Grant, and I was like, the night I was going to drop this song, Declan scored for England national team, and for football lovers, you will discover that Declan can play 10 seasons and score 6 goals. Trust me, Declan is like Mikel Obi. No shades, anyways. Mikel Obi scored 2 or 3 goals for Chelsea. If we are a Chelsea fan, yeah, sorry for you guys because as a matter of fact, it doesn't look like you guys know where you're going. Sorry for that. Let me just come to you guys. Chelsea fans, come here, face me. You guys don't know what you guys do at the moment because obviously let me forget your matter. But then we saw where Declan Rice, Odumodu actually made it clear that the night Declan scored a goal and it was a sign to him that was a big sign. That was like it was a proof that the song was going to go down and go down in history. And then he said when the studio, the white guy came in and then the white guy was like, "Wow, one of my fans loved this song." He took it to the West Ham fan club thingy. West Ham fan club. The guy owning the page loved the song. Sent it to Declan Rice. The client listened to the song, reposted it, and obviously him and Odumodu became friends, followed him on Instagram, and boom, he promised us that in December, Declan is going to be in Nigeria. Amazing one for Odumodu. Funny how music goes viral. Anyways, moving on, we saw where Davido on this African and radio, and he was actually presenting stuff on the radio tour, and we saw where he played Odumodu song, and it was a whole big deal. It just shows the fact that at the time, a lot of persons were reckoning with Odumodu at the time because he was a revelation we had at that time, and it was a big one, massive, massive one for Odumodu. We saw what Odumodu shared snippets to his new song, Rumukuro Boys. And for those of you who don't know Rumukuro, I'll give you a breakdown. There's a place in Port Harcourt. Yeah. Um, the same way we have Computer Village in Lagos, and it's looking like the way we have Computer Village of those days, where if you go in with something, you tendency of come back with that thing is very, very slim. You get Rumokuro is that place where a lot of stuff are happening there. And he actually sang a song to the guys in Rumokuro. And you saw where he said, "I love Rumokuro boys and girls. Gratitude for our yesterday. Gratitude for our yesterday is not our tomorrow. Amen." So amazing one. It just shows the fact that he really did not forget his roots or now. But then the jam is an amazing jam. Trust me, we can't wait to see this one come out. I'm really happy with him to follow Nigerian way. You guys should understand what I just said at the moment, anyways. Moving on, we saw Odumodu and Flavour actually and the conversation. They were actually locked up in the studio doing something, but then they were playing the Organigwe song, and you actually want to think that they're having a remix to it, but obviously we really doubt that one because it's looking like these guys have an entire new song together. At the moment, it's safe to say Odumodu is like the next most sought after because we've seen him with Fireboy, we've seen him with Davido, we've seen him with now with Flavour, we've seen him with Name, we've seen Odumodu with everybody. Benson, Joe Boy, Joe Basaya has promised us on the 18th of May is going to drop one with Odumodu and Benson. Odumodu is with everybody. Or as a matter of fact, everybody wants to work with Odumodu at the moment, and that's a very big one for Odumodu. We saw an interview with Declan Rice where Declan Rice came out to actually pronounce Odumodu's song as the number one song in Nigeria. Whatever I was saying at the time, well, I'm sure he knows a lot, but he's saying at the time, Odumodu song is the number one song in Nigeria, and then one of the best stream songs. As a matter of fact, he said about 15 million stream, and he actually it just shows the fact that Declan Rice actually follows the figures of this song, and he really vibed into the song heavily, and he actually tried to sing the song and Declan Rice, but obviously on a scale of 1 to 10, that jam's an amazing jam, and is reasoning with almost everybody as we speak. Wizkid is the last guy on the news. We saw where obviously Brown Skin Girl with Beyonce, Blue Ivy, and Wizkid is not certified gold in Australia for the sales of 35,000 units. For over 35,000 units, by the way. Amazing one for Wizkid. You saw where Wizkid came out at the point to say big announcement next week. This is the next week, by the way. And Wizkid is still dicey because obviously we saw DJ Tunes actually saying Wizzy this time we go drop him. So DJ Tunes hinted that they had a song together here, and then people are like, was that Wizkid's update? Was that his announcement, right? Was that what he was saying when he meant big announcement next week? So as a matter of fact, at the time we saw this, people felt like, okay, this could be the announcement, right? And like, okay, let's believe Wizkid announced more the fact that him and Tunes were going to drop a project. But by the way, Wizkid never tweeted or did anything about this one. He didn't tweet it, he didn't say anything about it. So he left this announcement pending. And it's Wizkid, like I'll tell you guys, till he announces it, it remains incognizant for anybody to believe it at the time. But then moving on, we discovered that recently Wizkid is set to headline the La Dendense Arena, that's the French arena. Wizkid is set to headline that one. For those who are wondering, this is the arena in France, and then it's what about 40,000 capacity. Amazing one, big one for whiskey, big one for whiskey. If you discover, and this is actually a follow up to his tour basically, and he actually postponed it to at the point, but now I'm sure, and also the Tottenham Stadium, and now the next place to visit is the this France arena, actually called the La Dendense Arena, with about 40 capacity. It just shows that, it could be, there talks about how maybe the other venues were smaller venues, and now he's saying, let's just do one big venue and forget about the smaller venue. So if I'm going to be in France, let's do a very big venue in France. If I'm going to be in England, let's do a big venue in England. By the way, Tottenham I think they just renovated their stadium. I don't think, I'm sure that Tottenham just renovated their stadium, and obviously one of the biggest stadiums we have in the world at the moment. And Wizkid set to headline that one just shows the fact that maybe he is doing, I'm going to be in England. I'm going to do a very big space in England. I'm going to be in the US. I'm going to do a very, very big space in the US. Italy, do a very big space in Italy, as against doing the initial 5K, 6K, 7K. And if that is the case, trust me, it's a very perfect and welcoming idea. By the way, this is going to be done on the 8th day of October 2023. More Love Less Ego Tour, Wizkid headlining that one. The question is, will Wizkid postpone this one again? Only God knows, and only Wizkid knows. Remember, I told you that. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this amazing one, and trust us when we say this. We can't wait to catch you guys on the very next one. The COBD. Be safe as you go.